Hi, folks. What is today? It is Wednesday, March 20th, and I want to do a quick video here, a feature video here on Apple, because I've gotten both online and just out and about questions about it. What do I think? What would I do here? And from a lot of different perspectives. Some people own it and are trying to figure out what to do with it. They own it from a lower level and they're trying to figure out what to do with it. Pretty fortunate, yes they are. Some people own it from higher. They tried to buy it and it's pulled back on it's continued lower on them, so they're trying to figure out what to do with it. Some people owned it before, want to get back in, and are wondering if this is a good place. And finally, there are people who haven't owned it at all, missed this entire run-up, and want to know if this is a good place timing-wise to get in. They feel like there's value there from a fundamental perspective, but they're wondering with respect to timing if it's good here. Let me first say that for those of you who don't know, let me say again, I am not a fundamentalist. I don't pay attention to the balance sheet, the income statement, the revenues, and so on and so forth. I let other people pay attention to all of that stuff, and then I watch what they do, because people will say a lot of things. The talking head on CNBC, they'll talk a lot, and they will provide untruths. Whether or not it's intentional is debatable, but they will provide untruths verbally, but they will not do it with their money. People don't lie with their money, right? If they really show what they think with their money, whether it's a portfolio manager, a private investor, traders, whomever it is, right? You will not lie with your money. So I just follow the tracks. And I have kind of a base set of rules that I would use with respect to trading Apple like any other stock, right? The first being it has to be in an uptrend, right? So as a technical matter, if you're using the monthly chart, which I like to do to determine trend, this is still in an uptrend, right? The shorter term exponential moving average is still above the longer term, notwithstanding the degradation in price that we've seen from this high, right? So we're still in an overall uptrend, right? We have the shorter term exponential moving average trying to cross the longer term exponential moving average down here. Hasn't done it yet, but it's trying to. Looks like it may get across. Who knows, right? That is where I would start considering a purchase of the stock, right? But only after you get this cross, right? Have a little bit of a test of it, and then break out to the upside again. So there, in my mind, there is still time to consider, to debate. What you really want to have happen is you want price to base here, right? You wanted to trade some here. You wanted to kind of go sideways here, and then start, kind of a fresh ascent here, right? Now, interestingly enough, as long as we keep trading at these levels, anywhere below this 521 level, which is kind of where this, 513.65 is where the shorter term exponential moving average is right now, you're going to keep pulling it down, right? So if you don't get some kind of bounce soon, you're going to have the exponential moving average come through, the shorter term come through the longer term, right? In which case you would be forestalled from taking a long position until it moved back above, right? So what would I do? Right here, I would do nothing, right? There are people who have taken a shot. Some people took a shot on the weekly chart, right? Which is definitely plausible. I've had people do that. I actually instructed people to do that on Facebook. That was a 19 long on Facebook. So what you do is you buy the high of the low bar, right? So you could have done it here, right? Ultimately, it would have gotten stopped out unless you exited. You could have done it. You could have done it here. It's a little bit softer. I like to do it on the next bar. You actually could have done it here, but it would have been stopped out immediately. Could have done it here, right? See, there are multiple stops here, right? That's why, in terms of like the bigger swing positions, the longer term swing positions, I like to use the monthly for trend, and the daily for execution. And again, right now, you don't price the shorter term moving average has not crossed the longer term. It's not above, so that there is literally nothing to do on the long side, right? I certainly wouldn't short it, but there's nothing to do on the long side but wait. You want to wait until you get this to cross above whatever parameters you use, so that officially both of these are above, and then you wait for a good entry signal here, right? So that's how I would be thinking about playing it. I hope this is helpful. Oh, let me go back. I can show you. We are actually at bouncing off of kind of longer term support, if you can see it right here. And I did something on Facebook with respect to it a while back. I don't even see what the date is on this, but if you go to the Art of Simple Trading Facebook page, you can scroll down and you'll see I kind of put in this as a support level back a while ago, right? So that's kind of where we are right now. We're bouncing, we're playing around these levels. It came right down to it, and there was no rocket science involved in that. That's a support level, and this is a lower level support level, right, that we haven't gotten to, but we may still go to at some point, right? So now it's just a matter of waiting to see how this is going to come out, right? The other thing that you can do here is March is going to end soon, right? And if you have price take out the high of the low bar here on the monthly contract, then you consider that as an entry mechanism as well, right? And get long just above the high here at 460, call it 461, 462, and with the stop below the low at 418. That's pretty wide, but if you want to play Apple, that's how you have to play. All right. So that's it. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, those kinds of things, love to hear them. And we'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.